Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Like 30.
56 is the mic. Watch the twist.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
There we go.
On second down, Conner looking for space. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 30, the 20, and finally taken down at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on second and 8, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Y'all playing the wrong football. SOS. Mike, get through there.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They find some open field here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 7 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Bring up, bring up, bam, bam. Go, 14. 14. Alert.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Quarter. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And they get to it with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And getting our first update now from Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel.
14.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch twist.
Touch 50, touch 50.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Whip.
No time.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Alert.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Go. That's the way. Check 26.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long 12. 36.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Rush in.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hey, alert 3.
They run it with Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Right there. Look, 55. Nice, sweetheart. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Check 56. Man, I got you.
No foul.
56.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Bandon Brothers' thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
22, 44. 56.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
What? 280.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
12.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
55.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You must be getting tired.
Hey, 0.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, that's caught out right by Jennings. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the ship.
Go down. Move fatigue.
55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. On first down, it's Samuels. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Wilson forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Start! 230.
56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. He's got a first down pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Kill.
40.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
I'm coming out. 55, Mark. 55.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Deuce.
To throw again on second down. Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
55, Mike. Here we go. He's checking.
Penny, the first down carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and 9.
Kill.
From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah,
just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Snickers, got spin.
56. Mike's 56.
Show that bench release and go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
56. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10
Here we go.
at the 47-yard line.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
50.
Connor on the toss play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Black 30.
Mike's 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Right back to Connor here on first. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, alert.
To throw is Wilson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I don't think you got it, sir. Joker.
This is Carson, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Got it.
198. Watch 98. 98. Yeah. All day, every day, any day. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Check 9.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
14.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, tight.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, baby.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Byron Pringle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
He's crashing.
All goes special. All goes special.
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
44.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Able to find Switzer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Connor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They run with Connor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Silver.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
No foul. Whoa.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Rip right, rip right.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 8-yard line.
Check, 55, come on. Check, check, check.
14, 14, got it. 12.
Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now, the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Don't say nothing.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch, watch. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hatch it.
Good touch.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Check him. 36 power.
Now Wilson. Oh, no, lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Seahawks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Switch. Let's go double count right here, double count. Let's go 14. 25.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.